When Dave wanted to expand this company last year, he received a loan from the Small Business Administration that was part of the Recovery Act, part of the stimulus. It's a loan that allowed him to pay the bills and purchase new equipment. Last fall, he was even able to increase his workforce. And today, he feels optimistic that he'll be able to hire more workers in the near future. Bill Puglisi and his brother Rick are also here with us today. Where are Bill and Rick? Where are they? There they are right there. All right, they run. Good to see you guys. They run a small business called Imperial Textile. And thanks to the SBA loan that they received, they didn't have to lay any workers off last year. In fact, they were even able to purchase a new building. Is that right? So today they're starting to look to hire again. You guys can sit down. All across America, we've taken steps like these to help companies grow and add jobs. Last year, we enacted 7 tax cuts for America's small businesses, as well as what we call the Making Work Pay tax credit that goes to the vast majority of small business owners. So far, the Recovery Act over 3,000 loans to small businesses. That's more than $26 billion in new lending. More than 1,200 banks and credit unions that had stopped issuing SBA loans when the financial crisis hit are lending again today. More than $7.5 billion in federal Recovery Act contracts are now going to small businesses. Right now, a series of additional tax incentives and other steps to promote hiring are going to take effect. Because of a bill that I signed into law a few weeks ago, businesses are now eligible for tax cuts for hiring unemployed workers. Companies are able to write off more of their investments in new equipment. And as part of healthcare reform, 4 million small businesses recently received a postcard in their mailbox telling them that they could be eligible for a healthcare tax cut this year. That's worth maybe tens of thousands of dollars for some companies. And it's going to provide welcome relief to small business owners who too often have to choose between healthcare and hiring. When we stopped over at Duff's to get our wings, one of the customers there was a woman who was a small business owner. She had a courier service. And I asked her, what's the biggest challenge you've got? She said, trying to keep up health care for me and my workers. And she was appreciative that she's going to get a 35% tax break on her health care costs this year. And I told her that and over the next several years, we're setting up an exchange where she, as a small business owner, is going to be able to buy into a big pool that all these members of Congress are a part of. So with millions of members, that's going to give her more leverage with the insurance companies. That's going to drive down her costs. She offered me to have some of her wings as a consequence. I said I had already put in an order. So all these steps have helped. They're going to help. But I believe we've got to do even more to give our small businesses a boost. And maybe the single most important thing we can do right now is to help ensure that credit-worthy small business owners can get the capital that they need. So in my State of the Union address, I called for a $30 billion small business lending fund. That would help increase the flow of credit to small companies that were hit hard by the decline in lending that followed the financial crisis. And last week, I sent Congress this legislation, which now includes a new state small business credit initiative, an initiative that will help expand lending for small businesses and manufacturers at a time when budget shortfalls are leading a lot of states to cut back on vitally important lending programs. And I've also asked Congress to work with us to extend and enhance SBA programs that have helped small business owners get loans so they can create more jobs. That's our small business agenda. That's our jobs agenda. Empowering small businesses so they can hire. I hear a lot of noise from some of our friends out there that say this is nothing more than big government. I want everybody here to understand. I don't understand. I personally don't think that giving tax cuts to businesses is big government. I don't understand how helping businesses get loans so they can grow and hire more workers is big government. I'm not interested in another debate about big government versus small government. I care about whether government's meeting its responsibilities to the people it represents. And I want to unleash the great power of our economy so Americans who are looking for work can find it. And I'm hopeful that our small business agenda doesn't fall victim to the same partisanship that we've seen over the last year. Helping businesses to create jobs should be something that both parties can agree to. Now, since this company was founded more than a decade ago, you've done all that's asked of Americans who hope to pursue the dream of owning their own business. I mean, you can just tell Dave's just got a lot of energy. You can tell the guy loves his business, he loves his employees. And what he did was he took a risk on a good idea. Then he worked hard for that success. He's met his responsibilities to his employees and to his customers. Millions of small business owners and workers across the country have met those same responsibilities. And now it's time that responsibility, that same responsibility, that same success is rewarded. The opportunity. Keep hiring. Keep contributing to the success of your communities and your country. That's the opportunity that we're providing today. That's the opportunity I will continue to fight for as your president in the weeks and the months ahead. I want everybody here to know, in Buffalo and all across the country, we are on a course that is working. This company makes me want to double down and work even harder, because I'm absolutely confident that if we continue to take responsibility to invest in our future, that our brightest days are still ahead of us. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. So.